Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to the another series of the application of applied mathematics, and we are discussing derivative. So specifically we are discussing now applications of derivative. In first application we have seen how to find out the equation of tangent and normal to the curve by using derivative, and today we are going to discuss the second application, radius of curvature, how to find it. So first of all we are going to see what is radius of curvature, why it is very useful, and how it's very simple to find by using derivative. But before moving to that thing, I want to explain the higher order derivative, how we are finding higher order derivative. So higher order derivative is simple. Suppose I have a function y equals to f of x, then when I differentiate with respect to x, I get dy by dx equal to f dash of x, right? Now if this derivative is again the function, and this is a different type of function, so if I differentiate this equation, differentiate with respect to x again, then I need to operate this ddx on this dy by dx equal to ddx of f dash of x, okay, and we write it as d2y by dx square equal to f2 dash of x, okay. So this is called second order derivative. We represent it by d2y by dx square or f2 dash of x. Similarly, if I differentiate again this term with respect to x, then I will get third order derivative, which I can write as d3y by dx cube or f3 dash of x, and so on. So this is called higher order derivative. I'll just show you with the help of example. Suppose I have y equals to 3x square plus 2. Okay. Now when I differentiate this, I will get, differentiate with respect to x, I will get dy by dx equal to ddx of 3x square plus 2. Now this 3 will come outside, derivative of x square plus derivative of 2, which I can write it as 3 into 2x, derivative of x square is 2x plus 0, so 6x. This is the dy by dx, okay. Now I am again differentiating, so again differentiate with respect to x, I'll get d2y by dx square equal to ddx of 6x, which is equal to 6 into ddx of x, which is equal to 6 into 1, which is equal to 6, okay. Okay. Now what is my second order derivative? d2y by dx square I get as 6. Now I can again differentiate with respect to x. I will get d3y by dx cube equal to ddx of 6, that is equal to 0, okay. Again if you differentiate, then you will going to get continue 0 0 and so on. So that's how we find out higher order derivative. So just try a few examples, see are you able to find it. Just stop the pause the video here and try to solve this example. So try to find out d2y by dx square for x cube. Okay, I hope you pause this and try it out. So I'll just show you that dy by dx will be 3x square, and when I again differentiate it, I will get d2y by dx square as 6x If I again differentiate it, I am going to get d3y by dx cube equal to 6. Okay, so that's how these things are happening. Now we actually move to our topic, which is radius of curvature. So radius of curvature, physically it's mean whenever you see a curve kind of structure. So suppose I have a curve like this. Okay, so this is something, and now if I approximate a circle, I draw a circle that approximate this curve. Okay, suppose this is the circle that best approximate to this curve, and the radius of this circle r is called as radius of curvature. This is the simple thing. Okay, so any bend kind of thing or any curve kind of thing you see, and if we approximate that curve to a circle, bigger circle, so radius of that circle is called as radius of curvature. Now why this radius of curvature is important? It is very, very important. So for example, whenever we build a road or railway track lines, etc., then whenever we need to take a turn kind of thing. So suppose this is a road and I want to make a turn thing here. So now what happened? This curve kind of thing, I don't know how much turn I can make there. So depend on what kind of vehicle are going to run on this road, we need to decide how big, how deep and shallow will this curve be. So this is depend on radius of curvature. So depend on the radius of curvature we decide this. Similarly, for convex mirror, that mirror that we use in car or some vehicle, that mirror is also built on the base of radius of curvature. So from the radius of curvature we calculate that how much concave or convex mirror should be there to get a proper image. So this is very important, and it is very difficult actually to measure the radius of curvature by going there and actual measurement, but using the derivative it's become very simple. So the radius of curvature is given by, it is denoted by, rho. Radius of curvature is denoted by rho, this symbol, and it's equal to 1 plus dy by dx square to the power 3 by 2 divided by d2y by dx square. This is the formula for radius of curvature. Now remember that second order derivative is in denominator, and here we have first order derivative and its square. Okay, so kindly remember this formula in a good way, otherwise you will get the wrong answer. So let's just solve few example. We are not going to get into deep detail that how this formula come out. At this stage, just remember that this is the formula. So my example that I am going to take to explain this term is find radius of curvature of y equals to x cube at point 1, 1. Okay, now solution. So I will first write the radius of curvature is given by rho equals to 1 plus dy by dx square to the power 3 by 2 divided by d2y by dx square. Let this be equation 1. Now one by what information I need here? I need dy by dx and d2y by dx, and the I need to calculate it at point 1 1. So I'm going to find it. Since the given curve is y equals to x cube, so differentiate with respect to x, I will get dy by dx equal to ddx of x cube. Now use the standard formula of ddx of x to the power n, which is n into x to the power n minus 1. Just put n equals to 3 here. So I will get 3x square. Okay. Now this is my dy by dx. Again differentiate with respect to x. I will get d2y by dx square equal to 6x. Okay. Derivative 3 is constant. Derivative of x square by using this formula is 2x. 2 into 3 6x. Okay. Now at point 1 1, I need to find both of these values at point 1 1. So dy by dx at point 1 1. At point 1 1 means I need to put x equals to 1, y equals to 1. But fortunately I don't have any y term here, so I will just use x equals to 1. So dy by dx is 3x square. So 3 into 1 square, which is equal to 3. Similarly, d2y by dx square at 1 1 is 6 into 1, that is 6. Okay. Now I am going to use these two values in equation 1. So radius of curvature rho equal to 1 plus dy by dx I calculate is 3 square to the power 3 by 2 upon d2y by dx square, which is 6. Okay. I just substitute the value here, nothing fancy thing. Okay. I just substitute value of dy by dx and d2y by dx square. Now just simplify it. What will I get? 1 plus 3 square is 9 to the power 3 by 2 upon 6. You can use calculator always. Calculator is allowed to you, and just see what value you are going to get it. So the value that I am going to get it 10 to the power 3 by 2 upon 6 unit. Just simplify it or just keep it like this. So this much is the answer. That is the radius of curvature that I got. Okay. So that's how we solve it. I hope you understand it. It's very simple. Just you need to find out the derivative at a specific point if it is required. The second example that I am going to take is find radius of curvature of y equals to log sin x, at x equals to pi by 2. Okay, x equals to pi by 2. Now solution is, again I am going to write the radius of curvature is given by rho equals to 1 plus dy by dx square to the power 3 by 2 divided by d2y by dx square. Okay. Now my equation of curve is given y equals to log sin x. Now differentiate this with respect to x. So I will get dy by dx equal to ddx of log sin x. Okay. Now this is the composite function. Okay, remember this is the composite function. So first of all I will take derivative of outer function multiply by derivative of inner function. This is my inner function. So what will I get? I'll just take a new page here. So dy by dx I will get as dy by dx equal to, what is the derivative of log function? 1 upon x. So log of sin x will be 1 upon sin x into derivative of inner function is sin x here, into ddx of sin x. So I get 1 upon sin x multiplied by minus cos x. Okay. Sorry, derivative of sin x is cos x, not minus cos x, my bad. So cos x upon sin x, which is nothing but cot x. Okay. Now this is my dy by dx. Again differentiate to get second order derivative. Again differentiate with respect to x. I'll get d2y by dx square equal to ddx of cot x. So derivative of cot x is, by standard formula, just see it, is minus cosec square x. So this is my d2y by dx square. Now for the given example, the value I need to find is at x equals to pi by 2. So I'll just substitute this value here. So for x equals to pi by 2, dy by dx will be, cot pi by 2. What is the value of cot pi by 2? And minus cosec square pi by 2. So what I did, I just replaced this x with pi by 2 here and x with pi by 2 here to find value at pi by 2. So the value of cot pi by 2 is 0. Yes, it is 0. And cosec pi by 2 is 1. Yeah, it is 1. So minus 1 square, which is minus 1. Okay. Alright. Now just substitute the values in equation 1. So I am just giving this as equation 1. So using equation 1, okay, using 1, or equation 1 implies, what does it give me? That rho equals to 1 plus, so I am just substituting here dy by dx and here d2y by dx square. So 1 plus dy by dx at cot pi by 2 is 0 square to the power 3 by 2 upon minus 1, which is equal to 1 plus 0 to the power 3 by 2 upon minus 1, which is equal to 1 to the power 3 by 2 upon minus 1. Now 1 to the power 3 by 2 is 1 upon minus 1, which is equals to minus 1. So finally I got rho as minus 1. Okay. So I think it is I hope you understand the concept. And you know how to find radius of curvature. So just try few more example. I wish you all able to solve it. So just try. I'm just giving the same example, that y equals to x cube, but the point I am changing as 2, 1. Second example, that I want you to find radius of curvature is y equals to e to the power x at 0, 1. Now let me know in the comment section whether you are able to solve it or not. Okay. Till then, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.